Hey everybody, Dutchsinse here, 12:24 p.m. Central Time on Friday, August 3rd, 2012. And we're looking at in telecast here. I have the Continental Radar view turned on, also National Weather Service alerts, Canadian Weather Service alerts, Titan storm tracking, and we're going to need to turn on the active tropical model as well. We do have a tropical storm that's formed down here, Tropical Storm Ernesto. It's headed to the west-northwest right now towards the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico, and projected to go into the Gulf of Mexico in the next few days by the 6th. Now I want to draw your attention overall to what's going on across the country, especially down here to the south, and we're going to have to go look at a few different systems to get a better idea of what's going on. But right off the bat, we have National Weather Service warnings issued in Mississippi and Alabama. We have hail detected in Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, Florida, also going up north into North Dakota, just northeast of Bismarck, right over Bismarck, and just northwest of Bismarck, heading towards Minot, North Dakota. A series of strong cell thunderstorms have broken out with damaging winds and hail, and I'm watching for this for possible tornadoes to develop over the next hour or so. Now that's heading up east-northeast towards Winnipeg, and we do need to watch in southern Canada as well, right around Winnipeg, where the Canadian Service has issued multiple warnings as well. Now these green circles are several spots where strong cell thunderstorms are breaking out throughout Kansas, Nebraska, South Dakota, Missouri, Arkansas, even going eastward into Tennessee, Kentucky, and to the East Coast, West Virginia, Virginia, also Delaware, and going up into Pennsylvania. Now, the tropical storm down here, we're going to have to look at it in a different way. Let's go over to College of DuPage, and I've got the polar view turned on. And let me turn down the animation speed just a little bit. Okay. And first off, we do have several reports coming out yesterday and today for this huge system up here over Asia, and you can see it. Here's the color key down below with the temperatures showing the cloud height and possibly density. But you can see the white center, and it's a large tropical cyclone that hit China. And then you see right before the big one hits, you see this little tiny cyclone, and we'll wait for it here. It jets across really fast and hits at the same time. So they actually got hit by two. And we're going to have to watch for a third one to develop. Possibly, you can see it down here out over the ocean currently over the Pacific, heading to the west-northwest towards the mainland of China again. So we'll have to watch that. That's tropical development on the other side of the planet. And here we are in the United States, down here to our southeast of Puerto Rico right now. This development here is Ernesto down here. We'll wait for the last frame and I'll stop it. Okay. There's the last frame. Ernesto is right here. Also, off the coast of Florida, we currently have a fairly large system developing. And let me start it up again. You can see it start to swirl out. I don't know if that will develop itself into some kind of tropical system, but it is pushing to the east-northeast. If anything, it'll go out over the Atlantic and head towards the UK, which might produce in the next few days over in the UK another series of strong storms. We'll have to watch this as it pushes east-northeast. But watch Ernesto, okay, it's going to push this way in general. Look at the flow, look which way it's going. There's nothing there to stop it from what I can see, and we do still have the clockwise rotation of the high pressure over the central United States. Every day we're seeing the steam plumes occur, and they are occurring right up through Mexico, going up the Rocky Mountains, sometimes extending far west into California, sometimes extending a little bit east into Colorado. But it's happening every day at the same time, regardless of what the weather system is overhead. Whether it's high pressure, low pressure, we are seeing steam plumes erupt out of these areas. And just a point of coincidence, Fort Stockton, Texas, had a new fault line 15 feet deep and multiple miles long open up just south of Fort Stockton, going right down into that steam plume area that we saw a few weeks ago, maybe even a month ago, in the north tip of Mexico. Is that just a coincidence? I don't think so. And that's not just happening in Mexico and the western U.S. Over here in North Africa, where I showed you guys before, these volcanic areas right here, pluming off every day. You can see them, again, coming out of the desert. Okay, we've got the tropics down here to the south, but I'm talking up here in north central Africa, we're seeing steam plumes erupt out of volcanic areas. Further over, you see over here in Saudi Arabia, again, coming out of the desert. And if you go compare these up on Google Earth, you will see that these indeed are volcanic chains. And it extends further, even into the Himalayas. It also looks like a lot of these areas are on the same rough latitude. If you were to compare the latitudes of the areas where these steam plumes are erupting, it's north of the tropics mostly, and mostly in desert areas. Okay, so that all being said, folks, have a severe plan ready and be prepared. Let's get back over to Intellicast, take another quick look and see what's going on. Again, up here in North Dakota, now we have multiple detections of hail and damaging winds. Let's go ahead and zoom in on this. Possible damaging winds and damaging hail just north of Bismarck. South of Minot, north of Bismarck, right at the center of the area that had a flash roughly 2 days ago. And I put a blog post out on this. This is a high frequency pulse we saw on August 1st at 4 p.m. Central Time. And of course I put out the alert warning on Facebook letting everybody know to watch this area for up to 3 days, 2 to 3 days. Well, here we are, 48 hours later, damaging winds moving right in, again, moving right in to the direct epicenter of this flash. And let's just refresh Intellicast, get one final look at it and see what the computer shows right now. Okay, you can see which way the arrows are pointed, which way the storms are headed. And let me find Minot right in here. Here is Minot where my mouse is. And you can see which way it's all going. It's going right over the epicenter of that area. Multiple damaging winds and hail. So have a plan and be prepared throughout the U.S., throughout the South, throughout the East Coast, throughout the North, and throughout the Midwest. It looks like this may develop throughout today. It's only 12:30 now. That means by this late evening tonight, we might be seeing some severe weather throughout the South Midwest. Cheers, folks. Much love.